We are unique. So what you think is meaningful to you might not be meaningful to me. That doesn't mean that you're on a wrong path. No, you are just on your own path. Focus on that. You might be able to escape from that habit and start your journey. Who's going to love you more than you do? Who's going to be kind to you if you're not kind to yourself? Self-compassion, guys, is everything. Everyone is on a journey. We all need to accomplish something for as long as we live. We are not done with our work. Constantly measuring your worth or success based on what others have achieved? This habit may be holding you back from reaching your goals. Now today in this episode, we are going to find out about why this habit is not good for us, but also why we need to escape from it. Many of us fall into this trap of comparing ourselves to others, whether it's in terms of our looks, our careers, relationships, achievements, or businesses. But constantly measuring ourselves to someone else's standard is a recipe for unhappiness and self-doubt. When we focus on what others have that we do not have, we lose sight of our own unique qualities and strengths. Comparison is what leads us to feeling inadequate, jealousy, low self-esteem. It creates a cycle that makes us feel that we are never satisfied with what we have, with whom we are, and what surrounds us. And that is because we are constantly looking into what we do not have, rather than acknowledging and appreciating what we have or what we can get. This creates a negative cycle within us, where we are never satisfied with ourselves or what we have accomplished. But what we tend to forget is that everyone's individual has a different journey. So it's not fair to ourselves if we compare ourselves to anyone's path, because that cannot be an accurate measure for our own success. We are different. We are here for a purpose, and everyone has a different purpose, a unique purpose. So if we try to look into others, then we will forget of who we are. We forget of what we're supposed to do here. We all have our own different strengths, weaknesses, and experiences that shapes who we are and where we are heading. So if you continue to compare yourself with someone else, that means you're putting yourself down and you want to try to live someone else's life. And when you do that, actually is what brings us to great depression and anxiety and self-doubt, because we no longer act upon to our own needs or our own path. Now we have navigated and walked into someone else's path. That's why we are feeling constantly overwhelmed, super stressful. We can't focus because we really don't know which path to take. I really wish everyone understand. And this, as I'm talking to you, it's also a struggle that I also go through most of the time. But I have to remind myself, when you see yourself, you are caught up with someone's maybe journey, you need to remind yourself that this is not my path. You need to tell yourself that this is not where I am going. You need to be aligned, and that's where the importance of self-awareness comes in, because it's quite easy to understand that something new is popping. Okay, I know I have this, I am inspired by this person, I'm inspired by the achievement of so and so, I'm inspired with what they are doing, but also you need to understand that that is not you. That is XYZ and you are J. So you need to come back to you. Working on your purpose alone is difficult. Now talk less of working on someone else's journey. I don't know what you're looking for, but as for me, I want to stay on my own path. Be happy with who you are. Everything, whether it's challenge, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through right now, those experiences, those emotions are actually acting as a reminder, as a memory of what you've forgotten to work on. Those emotions, don't go against them. We just spoke this on the previous episode. Walk with them. They are all there to guide you to where you're going. Yes, you're seeing others, they are working maybe 10 steps more than you. Beautiful. Clap for them. You can only learn from them, but don't try to take their most. Don't try to follow their most, because they're walking on a different journey. They have a different task which you do not know about. You are not aware of what their calling is or their purpose is. You are only aware of yourself. So be about you. I know constant comparison is a trap that we can all easily fall into if we are not careful. But also, it's a trap that we can all easily escape if we are willing. When we become self-aware, accept who we are, focus on your own growth, develop yourself, understand your purpose, understand where you are heading. Because if we do not know where you are going or what you want, it will be really hard to focus on your growth. Even though I do acknowledge that to some other people, or maybe even myself at some point, it was really difficult to escape from this, this toxic habit of self-comparison. But I want you to know that if you follow these few practical tips that I'm going to share with you now, you might be able to escape from that habit and start your journey to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. That life can only be meaningful to you, because what is meaningful to you might not be meaningful to me. Again, we are unique. We're on unique journeys, different purposes. So what you think is meaningful to you might not be meaningful to me. That doesn't mean that you're on a wrong path. No, you're just on your own path. Focus on that. Nothing else should matter. Alright, here are the few tips that I'm going to share with you. Number 1, focus on your own strengths and unique qualities. There is at least one to every individual that you see here under the sun. There is at least one strength that you have. Find that strength. Find it and hold on to that. There's some qualities that are so unique. They can only be found in you, not anyone else. Find them. So instead of just focusing onto or looking into what everybody else is doing, just focus on your own. Remind yourself that you have unique talents. You have unique skills that can only be found in you, that differentiates you from me. So find those ones and hold on to that. Number 2, practice self-compassion. I've been speaking about this, even I think in the previous episode I spoke about this. Who's going to love you more than you do? Who's going to be kind to you if you're not kind to yourself? Self-compassion, guys, is everything. Is the key to personal growth. Self-compassion actually is what will help you accept your journey. Accept your qualities, your unique abilities. Try to avoid being overcritical. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same empathy that you would offer to your friend. Because most of the time we try to offer our very best and treat ourselves very less. That's not healthy. That's not self-compassion. Love yourself enough so you can have something to give to someone else. Number 3, understand that what you see on social medias, only 20% of what you see is what is true, or perhaps even less than that. The rest, 80%, is just there to get your attention. So it's either you try to minimize the use of social medias or do this one thing that I do. You want to know what's that I do? Okay. You know how sometime in your area, in your career, or maybe somewhere, just say in your area of talents, of experiences, or anything that you are doing, there might be also someone that is also working, have a close idea of something that is, looks same. What I try to do is to avoid some sorts of unnecessary competitions, or maybe sometimes you say something and say, no, he shouldn't have said this, he should have put it in this way. You feel like you want to react over that statement. So to avoid that, if I see that we collide, not just collide, like we have ideas that somehow collide, or mostly the same, or you are usually speaking about the same things that I speak about. So to avoid that confusion of me wanting to start now looking into your journey, because I don't want to fall into your journey. I want to remain focused to my own. So what I usually do, it's so easy. You just go on your social media. All you do, you click and follow. Easy. Stay focused. Nothing else matters. Everyone is on a journey. We all need to accomplish something for as long as we live. We are not done with our work. So stay focused. If not, bring in that person, have conversation with them. Then try work together. Now that is beautiful. Collaborate. Come together. Look, I have this idea. I think it's the same with you. How can we work this? But I see that you're constantly putting this in this. Your idea speaks this way, but my own, I think, is this. What is the difference? How can we make this together? Then learn how to work together. That is healthier. Collaborating is healthy. Comparison is bad. Because what I know is we are all dependable. We are all depending on each other. So yes, you might have that great skill, that great talent, but you need someone perhaps to finish up something. It's years on your journey. That's why we all work together. When I say do not compare yourself, it's just only compare. But do not separate you. Do not separate yourself from people, because you need people to achieve whatever you're doing. So you need to understand how you work with them. But don't get overwhelmed with their success. That's jealousy. Avoid it. Rebuke that spirit. It is. Take it out. Learn how you can work. If you're inspired with them, approach them. I'm pretty sure and I believe that everybody that is successful, that has achieved something, they love teaching others. If you find someone that is not happy to teach you, to show you the way, just know that they are also standing on a path that is not their own. Because if someone is standing on their right path, they understand that they need people. There's nothing that you can do by yourself, that you need to work with someone. Step number 4, practice gratitude. Be grateful. Be so grateful with what you have, whom you are, what you have got with you, everything that surrounds you. Because if you cannot see what you have now, you probably also will not see what you'll be given. If you cannot acknowledge and appreciate who you are now, I don't know what you're trying to work for. Because if you want some improvements, that means you have come to acknowledgement that I am this right way now. I need to fix A, B, C so I can get to this level. And when I'm on this level, then I am able to work onto this and that. Acceptance is what will help you become grateful for who you are. Everyone got challenges. Everyone is going through something. We are only different the magnitude of that challenge. So accept who you are. Be so grateful. When you're grateful, doors opens for you. Step number 5, be very mindful of yourself. I also want to join this with setting realistic goals. Because when you're mindful, that means you understand what is going on in your life right now. And you also understand what is not happening or what is not working as you wish it to work. So that brings you to go and identify everything, the patterns that are working, emotions and thoughts, so you know where to change. You are also able to see that the goals that you set for yourself are not working, or maybe they're not realistic, or maybe they're not achievable at that moment. That brings you to that stillness when you sit and ask yourself, what do I need to do to go from this stage A to stage B? Do I need to take a course? Do I need to see a mentor? Do I need to hire a coach? Do I need to sit with a friend? Do I need to attend a networking event? Do I need a new friend? Do I need to hire people? What do you need to do? That you are able to realize those and identify them and noticing them in that stillness. When you are in mindfulness, being present in that moment. Be present on that season of your life where you are. And the last one, but not least, dear friend, surround yourself with supportive people. Look, you might have everything, but if you're in an environment that is not helping you grow, every energy, every effort you're doing might not take you anywhere. We need supportive people. Surround with the people that encourages you, the people that can give you constructive feedback, the people that can tell you truth, even though it might hurt you, but the truth that is to grow you, not to lower you or put you down. You need to build a strong support system of friends and family. And the only way you do that is when you surround yourself with the people that you are either inspired of or you wish to grow to their level. Those people are able to feed you something. Don't go to people that you're trying to run or escape from their level. The positive influence of those people now is what will help you combat that urge of self-comparison. They will help you, lead you to become the person that you wish to be. Most importantly, don't ever forget, go back to your source. He is the only one that knows everything. He holds all the power. All the powers belongs to him. He is able to break that power that is not working for you now and instill the new power that can help you to where he has called you. Again, if you find this episode helpful, don't forget to follow us, to subscribe. Depends where you're watching this or listening this. If you're listening this to any platform of our podcast platform, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, rate our show. Tell us what we can do better and tell us what you wish to hear from us. Thank you so much for listening and watching this.